in this upside down world, we have three waves, or four rather. We have the COVID health crisis, we have the recession, that is going to be a very, very big impact, especially on Italy, but probably quicker than we think. I think probably late 21, early 22, where we can look at some kind of rebound and recovery. But then climate change is the next big thing, right? This is the wave that's coming next. And after that wave, it's going to be about technology. What's called a singularity, and artificially intelligent machines, that's about 20 years away or so. But still, that's going to impact the way that we work. And you may think that this is all bad news. It's not. I think there's lots and lots of good news where we can actually rethink how we do things in a fundamental way, because now that we're realizing it's up for grabs, there's a possible disaster, or there is a disaster with COVID, and maybe a likely demise, but we're a lot more ready for a reset, to rethink. Because, this is what happens with humans, of course. When things are not working, we're finally ready to actually do something about it. And this is really what's happening today. We're rethinking how this could work better, a better future, not a replay to normal. And we're going warp drive into that future. We've had more digital transformation in the past 6 months than in the previous 6 years. And that has been said many times. Now, we work differently from home. Yeah, we're shopping differently. We're learning. We're living at home. The home has become work. I mean, it's been a bit much, actually, right? Technology absolutely everywhere, especially, I think, for Italian communities. The life is outside, right? What are we doing now in the winter? This is going to be quite a challenge, right? This transformation is gigantic, and we're generally living in the biggest transformation period in human history. And this is, going back to the invention of the wheel, right, or the steam engine, or the internet. But now we're inventing 10 things at the same time: blockchain, genome sequencing, robotics, energy storage. I mean, it's really exciting, and there's lots and lots of great research and great solutions coming up. So it's a very good time to start a business or to be in business. But here's the principle of the future: those three different things, right? Exponential change. So 4, 8, 16, it is not going gradually. We are thinking linear, but it's not. The changes applied to your life are going to be so exponential that in 40 years we're going to be 1 billion X, right? Exponentially up the scale. Convergent industries, for example, biotechnology and other technology is converging. The car industry is becoming a technology industry, and so on. And you can feel those changes around Italy everywhere. And combinatorial products, things that combine together, for example, quantum technology and nanotechnology, creating new products like concrete. Right now, you can actually use printable and recyclable concrete in construction. So this is going to be mind-bogglingly different. Print this out and put it on your wall. This is the future of supply chain in a nutshell, in terms of technology, what you can expect in the next decade or 5 years even. Here are the 10 megashifts as a result of all of this. What's happening to logistics, supply chain, and manufacturing, of course, pretty much the entire business. And this was chapter 3 in my book a couple of years ago. You can download the free chapter at megashifts.digital in Italian, and of course 10 other languages. But basically the result of all of this is that we're moving into a world that is constantly moving around in combining things like augmentation and cognification, which means that machines are becoming smart. Well, really smart like a machine, smart like a self-driving car, or smart like Google Maps, not smart like humans. No, but think of this as intelligent assistants. Think of this as a way that machines can support us by not being so utterly stupid that they would confuse a cat with an umbrella. So this also means virtualization, like having digital twins in production. And that's going to be extremely powerful also with climate change models and, of course, with logistics to be able to simulate, to robotize, and to make sure that we can automate more. This is not going to make humans unemployed. It will make certain human skills less needed, like, this sort of commodity work. The simple work that we used to do, that's probably going to be less needed. But we're going to move up the food chain like we always have. We're going to need a lot more education for this, and that's true when we see about augmentation and automations. We're going to go down this road of the game changers and gradually slow now, that as we've been going for the last couple of years. But now with COVID, there's like a speed up because technology is absolutely everywhere. And we are not expecting this. We're thinking that it will continue kind of a gradual rise, but it's not. It's exponential. It's like putting the gas pedal right after the last bar here. It's going to take off like a firecracker. And in a year or two, all of a sudden, the speed is basically the entire thing here in 1 second. Right? And yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say our world is going to change more in the next 10 years than the previous 100 years. And does that scare you? Yes, it does. Yeah, it scares me also. But think about how we can understand this. I think that we are still very much, as humans, ahead of the machines, because as Moravec said, whatever is simple for a human is hard for a computer, and vice versa. That's going to remain true. So we just have to be prepared and embrace it, and also get used to what it can do and what it should not do.